Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, and welcome to this final module of Introduction to Business Management. We have covered 5 functions of management, that is planning, leading, organizing, controlling, and staffing. But in this last module, we are going to talk about some business processes, more business processes, and this module will also provide you the foundation for the next courses. For example, here we will talk about business communication and marketing, and same you are going to apply in some advanced courses over there. So let's start this final module. The first part is about the managerial communication or organizational communication, and also you will be learning about 4 P's of the marketing over here. So let's start with the definition of the communication. There are different forms of communication. If you try to understand communication, right now I am talking to you, but you cannot talk me to back. This is called transmission. I am giving some information to you, but you cannot stop me between, and you cannot take some feedback from I cannot take back some feedback from your side. So this is one way of communication. But normally you in the organization you don't do such communication. Normally what you do, you send information and you receive back some information. For example, if you write an email, in reply you should get some email reply from your boss or from your manager. So let's try to understand different definitions of communication. For example, the transfer and understanding of meaning. This is one of the basic definition of this communication. Then you have the informal or interpersonal communication. So interpersonal communication is about communication between 2 or more people. For example, one boss is there and there are 4 colleagues, or for example 2 colleagues are talking. So this is interpersonal communication. Organizational communication, it contains all pattern network system of communication within an organization. For example, your email, your official letter, for example your letter of appointment, your letter of warning, for example your letter of salary. Similarly, you're talking to boss formally in case he has assigned you duty, you prepare some reports. So all such are organizational communication and their example. And then two type of organizational communication are the formal and informal one. In the formal one, you actually talk within hierarchy. For example, assistant manager of Bank Muscat will talk to the senior manager or manager about, let's say, opening of the bank account, or let's say approval of the budget. So this is the formal communication. But the informal communication, in this communication you actually talk to your colleague and you satisfy your social needs in this situation. So this is all about this communication we have now. Now we have these 4 functions over here. There we can talk about control, information, emotions, and motivation behind this communication. So this, let's talk the very basic of these 4 communication types. For example, if you talk about the control, it is formal. We have talked about that formal and informal communication. If it is proper from boss to you, that please start the preparation of the report for the Department of Human Resources. This is a very formal communication. But if some colleague is coming to you with an email, he is going to request you, I have your information about the number of staff with you. So this is some sort of informal communication, but you still need to talk to him and respond to him with some information in this situation. So then we have the motivation. So communications clarity for the employees, that is to be done, how well they have done it, and what can be done to improve it. So this is the behind the basic motivation. For example, if your boss is giving you the report assignment and he is not very much clear what to do, then he should motivate you and try to discuss with you to make the communication better and to get proper output of your research report or your project report or your departmental report. Then it is emotional expression. Social interaction in the form of the work group communication provides a way for employees to express themselves. Sometimes the emotions are involved. You are not robots, definitely. You are a living being, human being who are working over here with the staff. Sometimes you feel emotional, sometimes you feel stressed because of the work or because of the family. Then you express your emotions. So, but within the organizational rule, you should express your emotions and not to put your stress on the other people. So information, it is very important function of the communication. So individuals and work group need information to make decision or to do their work. So this sort of different sort of information. For example, I have given you the example, the number of staff working in faculty of business. So this is one sort of information. So similarly, number of bank accounts in the Sohar branch. This is another type of information. Today's cash available with the Sohar branch of the bank. This is another information. Or monthly revenue of the Lulu store. This is another sort of information. So this is the purpose of communication, where you exchange information, you express your emotions, you feel motivated, and you do some control in particular situation. So now let's talk about the marketing. Let's try to define what is marketing. Marketing is the process of developing, promoting, distributing the products to satisfy the customer needs and wants. In the very basic lecture of the business, we know what is need and what is want. For example, you may need a water immediately, but or basic house or basic car, but want could be your luxury house, your luxury car, or anything which is normally fancy, and you just desire for it. Like simple, you can fill your eating need with some simple bread, but sometimes you demand pizza and Pepsi, and all those becomes your wants sometime. But depending on the quality of life, sometimes rich people needs are the wants of the poor people. So it is depending on your lifestyle, so it is very subjective definition. But let's talk about the marketing mix. So this is about developing, promoting, and distributing products. So how you develop product? For example, you develop this remote to communicate with this interactive slide mode or recording mode. So you develop it, then you promote it, you sell it to someone, and you come to Swar University and say that this is a very good remote, and you can without touching the screen, you can actually record your information, and you can deliver a lecture in a better form. So this is the way you are actually promoting, and then you start distributing it. Different universities, different professors are interested in your product of this remote, and finally what will happen? They will purchase it, and your sale will increase. This is the way you are actually marketing your product. Or for example, this product is in form of this report. There are 4 P's. For example, a product, promotion, place, and price. They are very important, and let's talk about this, and there will be a complete course on this, but let's talk a very short introduction about this. So if you talk about the product refers to the goods or services that company offers to a customer. For example, I can offer you a mobile, and the services along with mobile are to give you a free home delivery. This is part of service. I am giving you or offering you free if you purchase or order your mobile online. So that is the product, and the services are free if your purchase is more than 50 Omani Riyal. So this is my free service. So this is called the ideally a product definition. Then if you talk about the price, this is the you are willing to pay, the customer is willing to pay, and it should be very compatible. For example, the iPhone is a good brand, or Samsung is a good brand, then you might be willing to pay 200 or 300 Romani Real. But at the same time, if the China mobile is coming or non-branded mobile is coming, you feel distrusted on that particular product, then you may be willing to pay hardly 50 Omani Real. Or for a G-Tab or some unknown Chinese company where you think that those companies are unreliable, you might be willing to pay less price. So as a manager of marketing, you set some prices according to your competitors. Like if you are a Samsung company, you put your product comparatively to iPhone and maybe Huawei, so that your product should be sellable, and same features or at least a better features where you are competing should be offered, and customer is willing to pay you some price. So let's go further about the last is the place. Sometime you have online right now, like due to Corona, some online places are there, but still there are some back offices, stores are there. For example, Lulu is a good place to sell electronics, grocery, and all those things. That is the ideal place. You go to roundabout and finally purchase some grocery, and meanwhile you can have some food over there and some coffee over there. So this is the place where you go for the grocery. But some products like you order from Amazon or Dubai, you may not see their place, you order them online. So but at the back end they have their store in or location in Dubai or coming from USA. So these are the things which are available, and place is really important once you are marketing your products. For example, having a Toyota service center on the main highway of Sohar is really important, and you see the competitors are there on the same place. they compete with each other, and at one side you will see Honda, then you will see Hyundai showroom, then you finally you will see on Sohar this Toyota showroom and Lexus are together, and then opposite side you will see Mercedes Benz showroom is there, service center is over there. So this place is really important, and you know, if the customer is going over there, they might be purchasing new car, they will visit all the service centers and showrooms to purchase their car and compare their features. So this place is really important for, and work as a marketing tool, and place work for us once you are a marketing manager. So let's go further regarding promotion. Promotions, like you see promotion at the end of the day, like 20% sales off, and the summer is coming up, and your winter type shoes and winter type clothes are really, they are offering at max. If you go for this max, they are offering 20%. Let's say if you go to Lulu, they are offering 20%, 30% discount for those products. But at the same time, they may say you, okay, if you purchase this coat, one shoe is free for you. So that is sort of promotion. So this, all these four tools you use for the marketing, and you have a very good subject in near future for this. So that is all for this lecture. See you in the next module. Assalamu alaikum.